Hi, today we're going to do a show and tell of our store cupboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so exciting, is it, show and tell? But anyway.
But we are keen cooks and we love...
What did you say? Keen? I thought you said kinky?
Keen, no, not kinky, keen cooks.
Okay, right.
And if you do read our website, you know, there's hundreds and hundreds of... I think they're brilliant recipes because they're very often easy.
I always say
fast.
Tried and tasted by one of us,
Yeah.
because that's what it's all about. I think it's less ingredients, shortcuts to make something. We're a bit like
We do a bit of cheats cooking as well. You know, who wants to make pastry, for example? Blah blah blah. So definitely worth a look.
And on this particular post that Grace wrote last week, we've had a couple of comments, and readers have put their staple store cupboard.
I mean, there are
favourites,
a lot of them.
So we'd love everybody else to add theirs too, because we find it fascinating. Anyway, we're going to show you a few of the things that we've talked about. Well, this was one. Well, this is Grace said cherry tomatoes. Well, this came from Tesco Finest. I actually haven't seen them in my supermarket, but I'm going to look out for it because I must say, I bet they're sweeter, aren't they? And sort of...
They just look better as well because they're small, you know, instead of those massive chunks. I think they look great.
So what would you use them in so that you're retaining their shape?
Yeah, I do a little kind of a pork meatball thing. I'll put the recipe underneath this vlog on the YouTube page. And I think it's called Italian meatballs. And it looks great with that because you get the meatballs and then you get the tomatoes. Just nice and colourful.
Nice little tip.
Yeah.
Then I told Grace about these. These are my go-to in the store cupboard when I just want a snack and I really like bar chocolate. And they're organic whole grain rice cakes with tamari and black sesame. So they're not that bland rice cake taste. They've got a little bit of punch. I have them with a bit of either a sort of Flora Proactive spread, you know, sort of buttery taste.
Or presumably they're quite nice on their own, aren't they?
They're nice on their own because they've got a bit of kick. Or this, which is a smooth almond butter. Now this... it's like peanut butter, but because it's almonds, it's better for you, etc., etc. And it's really tasty. It's not so sort of sweet as peanut butter. This I've
very
had in a health
kindly.
shop.
She brought that for me, so I can eat it today because I haven't got any.
That I got in a health shop. These I got in Waitrose, but in the sort of gluten-free section because they're gluten-free and low fat. Yeah.
Yeah, and also I think in the normal section you get them with salt and vinegar flavour. And
exactly.
Things
but
like
these
that.
are really nice.
And then this is one I love. It's really nice big breadcrumbs. These ones happen to be flavoured with lemon and pepper. I think Jamie Oliver does some. This happens to be a Waitrose one. And I just get some fish, you know, just any old fillet of fish. Doesn't even have to be white fish particularly. It could be haddock, anything. And I sprinkle that on the top. Just put a little tiny bit of olive oil. Sprinkle it on the top. Makes a lovely crust. Bung it in the oven. And it's just really perks up a really simple lunch.
I saw one for red meat, which was balsamic vinegar and something else. And I think, you know,
really useful.
I don't know how long the sell-by date is, but
I keep mine for ages.
Yeah, so
they're in that airtight.
Yeah, exactly. So that's always.
I'm a great believer in, you know, open it, smell it. If it smells okay, you know.
But if you've got that there and just a piece of fish meat, it's so easy and it looks like you've really made an effort.
Yeah, and it does add an extra texture as well.
Yeah.
Some of the other things that we think are really brilliant store cupboards, fleur de sel, you know, that wonderful grey rock salt. You can buy Maldon salt, can't you? Which is the one I tend to get. But if I ever see any grey salt,
why is it better, grey salt?
I don't know. It's just got a really special taste and texture.
And does that sell in a supermarket or a specialist shop?
I think it's slightly more of a specialist shop, but you know, if you've got a delicatessen near you, you're likely to find it there.
And chili flakes. Now, one of my daughters is mad on chili flakes. She just puts them on absolutely everything. And in actual fact, I now have them in a little sort of pot, because not everyone in our family likes them, and I put them next to the salt and pepper when we're having a family meal.
Oh, you mean she sprinkles it on like salt and pepper?
All sorts of things.
Wow.
I know. She loves them, but they do add a bit of a kick again.
When I'm making a chicken soup, I always put a tiny little sprinkle of chilli in, because it just adds that sort of background heat. I mean, I'm going to sound like something of MasterChef, and I'm not, but you know, it just adds a little bit of extra flavour, which I like. Baked beans is another one. I know that's.
Do you do them with something? What do you do on the top of it?
I put a poached egg on the top. But the oh yeah, no, that's what I do.
And I love that you did a recipe the other day. So simple. I did it immediately for lunch, which was slice of toast. I got a whole grain toast, tapenade, and a poached egg.
Poached egg.
What a great, you know, because I find when I'm on my own at home working, you know, typing away at the blog, you know, you get hungry and you think you want something quick, but it's so easy to reach for the wrong thing.
Exactly. Whereas this literally does take, I think, 6 minutes.
I think we should do a little in our What's Cooking. We should do a little section, shouldn't we, of sort of just quick lunches, super fast lunches.
Yeah,
don't you think? So I think that's something that I really lack inspiration. I've got friends who can open a fridge and look at all the things in the fridge and then come up with something incredible. I need a recipe.
I thought that was you. She's such a good cook.
Oh no.
Moving on to another Storecupboard staple, parmesan, because a little goes a long way, so it's quite healthy. And you know those crusty bits you get at the end when you finally, you know, grated it all, and probably grated your fingers as well. That's great if you pop it in a stew or a casserole. Again, adds another thing, a bit like anchovies, which is another one where you can add that to a meat stew or a chicken casserole. It will not taste of fish. It just adds an extra depth of flavour.
So there you are, you see, and we would really like to hear from you, because that could add to our store cupboard, give us new ideas. And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.